see if she need to be in here. Do you want to move it a bit back?
Is it like a video recording? Okay.
Oh, yeah, we just need to have the proof of,
Okay, cool, 100%.
of the interview. Okay. So the first question, Uncle Zach.
What motivated you to start your own business?
So being ambitious and wanting to achieve more than what my family was doing at the time, feeling that I had more to offer, and yeah, just having ambition to achieve more.
And then next question, which personal qualities do you believe helped you succeed as an entrepreneur?
I think discipline, self-motivated, and just a desire to have more in life, just a desire to achieve.
Okay, thank you. And then number 3 was, how did you handle risks and uncertainty in your business?
So as an entrepreneur, you can't be risk adverse. You have to be a little bit prone to taking chances. I wouldn't say like risk. Risk is important, but you have to analyze your risk. So you have to mitigate the risk. You have to decide, okay, how much can I lose if this goes wrong? You know, if you're in a situation where you can lose everything, then it's not really worth it. But if you can take a chance, and worst case scenario, you might lose, say, 30% of your net worth, then it's worth taking the risk. Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, can you share a time which you had to be especially innovative or creative to solve a problem?
Yeah, so I'd actually say a year ago, I was in a partnership with 3 gents where all 3 had a certain level of contribution towards the business that they needed to bring. And then we decided to cross paths with one of the shareholders and buy him out. And when he was bought out, we had to step up and fill the void that he left. So fill the role that he was filling at the time. And then you have to just think out the box. Whereas I was more of a sales kind of focused guy, I had to step into more of a leadership role and lead other people and become more managerial.
Uncle Zach, I just got a question. What business do you own? Like, what's...
Okay, so my company's name is Odyssey Steel, and we specialize in importing engineering grade round bar, which is steel that's used for the manufacturing of automotive, mining and rail instruments.
Okay, and then last of entrepreneurial skills is, how important is perseverance and resilience in your business journey?
It's, I think, one of the main characteristics for any entrepreneur. You have to be resilient and you have to persevere. You have to be an ever optimist and always positive, and you can't ever let negativity get you down.
Okay. And then next category was business details. What needs or problems does your business solve for its customers?
Okay, so like I said, we import steel in a raw material that's used in the manufacturing of components. So we solve the carrying of the stock that's used. So we're a stockist, and then we distribute to our customers on a cut to size level and heat treatment level. So we make the process of manufacturing a lot easier for our customers.
And then, how do you market or advertise your business to attract its customers?
So we focus on business platforms like LinkedIn, and we also rely on word of mouth, spreading it amongst our customer base, because it's quite a niche market. The engineering sector isn't that big. So there isn't a lot of players really in the game that you wouldn't have heard from you yet, or you wouldn't have targeted yet. But that's how we focus on that, Joe.
And then last of business details, what makes your business stand out from competitors?
I believe our service and our integrity is very important. We've got a very good reputation in the market that if a customer relies on us to deliver a product, we're the guys that will make sure that it gets there as quick as possible. And if there's something that goes wrong, our motto is there's no such thing as bad news. So we're always honest. We tell our customers, listen, there's a problem. And based on that, our customers have a good relationship with us and they trust us and they believe in us.
Okay, next is forms of ownership. What type of business ownership do you have?
Okay, so it's a PTY Limited, and we're 2 shareholders with equal shareholding.
Why did you choose this particular form of ownership?
Because it's easier to, first of all, to trade shares. If you do need a financier to buy into a business, it's easy to buy and sell shares that way. And I think it's the newest form of business. You know, like before, companies used to be registered in a CC, which is no longer applicable. And yeah, I think that's just the way forward.
Last one, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the chosen ownership type?
The advantages are obviously that the money stays within the shareholders, and it's not a listed company that, you know, your shares aren't public. So it belongs to the two people that have invested everything that they have into it. But the disadvantages are that, yes, your cash flow is limited to what the shareholders can put into the business. So the growth of the business is very reliant on the shareholders.
Okay. And then SWOT and pestle analysis. What do you consider your business's biggest strength?
I would say our biggest strength is we are a medium-sized entity. We're not part of the corporate governance yet, where there's a lot of red tape to get things done. It's an owner-run, owner-managed business, so we can decide on the spot we're going to do something and we can make it happen, and sometimes that pays off for the best of our customers' needs.
What are the main weaknesses or challenges your business faces?
I'd say our weaknesses are probably the fact that we don't have a big enough staff complement to grow to the level that we want. I think we need more people. We need to invest in our human capital a bit more.
Uncle Zach, how many staff do you have working for you at the moment?
We've got 20.
What opportunities do you see for growth or expansion in the future?
I see a lot of opportunities for me because I'm an importer, and the current steel climate in South Africa is not very good for local manufacturing. So ArcelorMittal, which is the biggest steel manufacturer in South Africa, they're actually closing down the division that headlines my material. So there's a lot of opportunity for me as an importer to grow.
What external threats like competition, economic, technology or changes affect your business?
So I'd say the biggest threats besides competition, which is for every business, because I'm an importer, is fluctuation in exchange rate, because I import based on the US dollar rate, and the volatility of the South African rand with the politics and the climate that we're in, that also has an impact on my landed cost. Yeah. And shipping is also a massive issue for me. South Africa's infrastructure when it comes to the harbour and transporting goods up from the harbour, our rail system is failed, so it's road transports. And there's also lots of issues with strikes and, you know, roads falling apart. So yeah, that is a big problem for me.
Uncle Zach, how did you find your suitable supplier? Like, did you test out many or before you found the right one, or did you just get word of mouth that this one works for you?
So no, actually, before I started my business, I was working in the same industry, working for a big corporate company. And we started our own business and approached their suppliers, which were in China. And we went overseas and we had a meeting with them, and things didn't kick off the way we wanted to. They didn't want to give us the terms and the pricing that we needed. So we had to fly to China about 4 times until we came across the right guy that we've partnered with since 2015.
How do government policies like taxes or regulations affect your business?
Yeah, so we're very much affected by the import duties. So currently there's a 10% import duty on steel, which regulates the import of steel, even though items that they regulate are not able to be produced in South Africa. So it's a very negative impact on us.
How do income charges like inflation or consumer spending impact your business?
Consumer spending is not really a big deal for us because we don't really cater to the retail sector. We don't sell to the public. We sell to a sector that is pretty stable because mining, unfortunately, well not fortunately, is the backbone of South Africa's economy, and that's one of the sectors that we focus on.
And last one, how do social or technological changes like social media, new tools or customer trends affect your business?
Yeah, it doesn't really affect us much because we focus on an engineering sector.
That's all, thank you.
Thank you so much, Uncle Zach.
Pleasure.
It was just a little bit of question.